Hello, and welcome back to Sim Airport, where we pretend to be an airport manager. Our airport is working pretty well right now, I would say. There's a lot of stuff in storage. Let me just bring down the volume a tiny bit because it's too loud for me. You guys will probably still be able to hear it all proper and stuff. Let's sell all the stuff which is here. That's 226,000 worth of material. That's a lot of material, so we got a lot of money back. Right, so last time we left off, we set this up with a lot of room here for expansion, and we set this security area up with some more expansion opportunities here. The queues are definitely smaller, but that should be fine. That doesn't seem to be impacting us in any way, shape or form. We can of course check out the flight status yesterday. Seems like all flights were good. The departure times are off, like way off. Look at this. There was a good 50 minutes left once the flight departed. So there's a lot of time buffer which we have actually. So we could actually reduce the time a lot. Yeah, we could reduce the time by an hour for each of these flights. Because actual departure is 11:17, but the departure time is 12:30. Now I have to apologize because I didn't have time to go over some of the comments which you guys had put in. It's kind of a busy week last week. Anyhow, let's jump into what it is that we were doing. So we were planning on expanding our airport this way. So that is definitely something we will get into. I would also like to buy this parcel of land just so I can have the gates over here without any complications. Now what's going to eventually happen is we're going to open this, and then we'll probably have the taxiway go around like so, which means we need to buy this parcel of land as well, and then we will probably buy this parcel of land and then loop it back around like so. I do understand that it is a concern that we keep all the runways the same length, but hey, that's not going to happen. We're going to have runways of different lengths. We should just live with that right now at least. So one thing which we were doing was clearing off all of these gates. So let's page up and jump upwards. So we would like to convert this gate B1 into a large gate. So that's what we are going to do right now. Eventually we are going to expand down here, we are going to expand here, we are going to expand here, and I am intrigued to see how we will expand here. We'll probably have underground buses and whatnot taking people across. Of course we can't get the building across, I don't think. Can we? I don't think so. I mean, it's just cars, right? So it should be possible, but I don't think that's how the game works. Can I build a foundation here? I can't. Can I do this? Requires foundation on the below floor. Right. So we can't actually expand foundation this way, which means we need to have an underground connection to go across here if we are going to use this side for anything. For any, like if we need to have gates here or whatever, we need to go underground and then we need to come back out here. So that's not going to be our first priority. First priority is going to be to expand here and then expand over here and expand over here. Goal of this is going to, I mean the goal of the playthrough at least is going to be to get to 10,000 passengers, or let's say 12,000, because I think I already claimed we were at 12,000, which we sadly weren't. So look at that, there's no flooring there. That can't be right. So let's get floor 07, our favorite floor, and get it across here. That's a tiny little modification which doesn't mean anything actually. So let's quickly jump into flight management, and we are looking at B1 if I'm not mistaken, aren't we? Yes, we are looking at B1. So let's get into flight management, shift the flights around from B1. This Leoniville can actually go down here. Yep, and this one I think kind of fits well. No, it doesn't. Probably here. Yeah. This is kind of like a puzzle that we're playing, isn't it? It sure is. There's definitely going to be somewhere where it fits in. Actually, we can pull this up over here and push you down here, which will make things much better, much more comfortable. The same goes over here. I can pull you up here, push you all the way down here, and you can just follow it over here. After all, you were on the same line. This can come down here, I suppose. Starflight can come down here, and this can come down here. Voila! So gate B1 is completely free. So let's let it run through an entire day, make sure nobody is there at B1. In the meantime, let's get this baby prepared. So we need to have a door, a large sliding door, which would be over here, I suppose. Is that where it's going to be? Well, we don't know that unless we can get the terminal. Okay, so we need to wait to make sure that this is this. Another thing is, I'm thinking I'm going to get the underground connections for the fuel lines, because, well, I mean, I'm not hearing anything. It's kind of like, so I'm just going to increase the volume a little bit more. So yeah, I think I am going to connect. Actually, this works pretty beautifully. So as I was saying before I got distracted like a dog chasing a squirrel in a park, I am going to get the underground fuel lines connected, probably all through. We will have more large gates than anything, and the gates being large isn't necessarily an issue, right? It's just about the flights which reach. If the flights are large, then the gate, whether it's small or large, doesn't really matter. We don't have any XL flights yet. That is definitely something. XL flights would be awesome. They would be really cool to see. Right? The day is running by. Seems like we have a couple of free offices. We could get some people there. This entire floor is free. I feel like I could get some conference rooms over there, because both the conference rooms here are taken over by Leoniville and yeah, the other guy. So these two salespeople, if they need to have a conference at all, they will need to go up here to the third floor of that building. That's a tiny bit inconvenient, so we could actually have something there. Look at this, there's a pile up of cars. Why don't they use, this is an exit after all. Why don't they use the exit there? Should I maybe turn how this road goes? Because they can come in here, park here, come in here, park here. So both of these people will leave through here. That might be better. How do we turn the roads around? Do we have to dismantle all of them to turn them around? Well, that's not what we want to do. This is precisely what we want to do. Let's get the road. Did I just screw it up? Maybe I did. Who knows? I thought the roads could be used either way. But those guys are stuck now. I can't refresh the vehicle. Are you serious? That's inconvenient. Let's dismantle you. Wow, this is hella inconvenient. Right. I think a reload is the only thing which is going to save this. Alright, so let's quickly reload. To be reloaded. Save. Do they vanish after a point? Like what happens? Like can't I refresh your path? Something happened. Can I clear the roads? Doesn't seem like it. Wait, let's clear you. Let's clear you. Clear you. Alright. So at least there's a little bit of clearing there. Nope. How in God's name are we supposed to clear these roads? How are we supposed to build on top of it? Can I just build on top of that? Well, I mean, that's the direction it's going in. No. Alright, seems like we need to quit to main menu and then reload it again. So let's load the game. To be reloaded, load selected, and as soon as we get in, we're going to pause the game because it's moving around there. Oh my god, that is still a problem. This is still a problem. Maybe what we did wasn't good. Let's slow it down. Let's dismantle some of these roads. Push people out. Let's dismantle these roads as well. Why are you not dismantling? I don't know. Sometimes in this game you just do something and then you have to keep thinking about how you're going to fix it. It's just not working, is it? Alright, there is going to be a huge dismantling run which is going to go all over here. We are going to remove all of that, clear all of these and close them. Just hope the system doesn't get confused. Clear and close, clear and close, clear and close. Dismantle all of these. Dismantle you guys. Right, now all of those are going in that particular direction. So I am just going to feed you down here. Alright, now let's pause quickly before they decide to do something really stupid and get rid of these roads. Let's get this to come in and join here, and let's get some parking. Right. That was not supposed to be there. Cancel this. Parking. Cancel this. Parking. Right, seems like a criminal waste of time, but I hope all of the nightmares that people are facing trying to pull their cars out of here would be resolved, because this is real, ladies and gentlemen. Every single airport I've been to, there is a huge backlog from the parking lot leading out. It's always the case. Now another thing is, of course they have to drop. They're dropping off here, right? But parking doesn't connect with the drop off, does it? Well, it doesn't really matter. They're all coming in here and then they're parking it inside here. Everybody has to come in this way. So yeah. Alright, so if my calculations are correct, by now there should be no flights. So it says none scheduled. There's a one scheduled there, one scheduled there. So let us dismantle this and let us go for the gates. Let's get the large gate, this one, and spin you around like so. Of course, wait for our workers to come in here, because now is the time when they go around doing their stuff. Their stuff being, let's go up. Their stuff being fixing everything. So let's go into doors. Let's get the large sliding door over here, and let's go to the clone tool, which is fast becoming our best friend here. Let's get all of this. Why is that space 1 off? That should not be the case. Put you here. Well, that's the whole project, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm not going to cancel the whole project. Instead, I'm going to come here. Actually, I'm going to click you. I'm going to say dismantle, and I'm going to get garbage. There you are. This one. Once that's done, of course. Right, same goes here. Dismantle you. Garbage. Let's get you over here like so, and that's that. I mean, that's not that, because we need to assign them to the gates. So that is something that's pending, and we need to assign you to a baggage, and of course the queues. Who can forget the queues? Well, it's just singular, so it's queue. We have one here. Goes, wait, let's actually do this, because this is easier. This goes from here all the way to the end of this. Same goes here, and then over here like so, and this one. Alright, so let's assign the queues. Assign to, zoom in, assign to this, assign to this. Alright, so this is going to be first class, this is going to be coach, and over here I am going to assign you to this, which will be first class, and this, which should be coach. Am I right in my guess? Of course I am. So that's good. So that's happening. So the next thing we need to do is shift everything from C1 to B1. Should be easy. So let's go in here. Let's go to where C1 is and move all of them up to B1. Yeah, I can actually see that I've given a lot of time for all of these smaller flights. Actually, all of our flights seem to have a lot of time on their hands. Right, C1 is empty now. Good job that. So let's go down. This whole thing can be removed. So we can go here and we can dismantle all of y'all. We can also dismantle you, and we can put in walls. Yay for that. As you can see, flights are still coming into this particular gate, which they won't be pretty soon. because the flights will start coming here. So once they start coming here, then we can assign this for something else. Right, let's go into the queue, shrink these bad boys because we don't need them. We're just getting a bunch of space here, huh? We can do a lot of stuff with this space. Actually, what can we do with this space? That's the question. That's an interesting question. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Can we... We can't remove this foundation because what's on top will go off. I don't know how to do that. Like, can we have a bridge across? Like, bridge across the road? I don't know. Yes, we will check that out. In the meantime, I am going to upgrade this with a fuel port. Possibly... Is that the fuel truck? No, that's the baggage truck. So where do we put the fuel truck? That is a question. Maybe here? Seems like a nice place. Let's upgrade. That's going to be our... where we... Let's go into pipes. Fuel pipes. And ooh, that's close. But that is fine and dandy. We can pull this up to here. We can pull this up to here. So at least those two are connected to fuel ports. They will be, at least. They are. They're just jumping into the ground, aren't they? Well, alright. Next is C1. I think today we can do C1 because the baggage truck is here and the small flight is here already, which means yes, that is what we will be doing today, getting rid of this. So on that note, I want to put a quick cut in this video. Do like and subscribe if you like the content that I'm putting outside. Do comment if you think anything is comment worthy, and I'll be back in a quick bit with the next episode. Until then, take care now. Bye bye then.